NICO here with your Pathwatchers report for the incoming wave that is here to stay for all populations, articulated and illuminated by the Tower and once again the Sun. We see a massive displacement in the works. Please remember to observe these energies responsibly. The return to purity, innocence, and the true natural course of the path is happening now. The energies articulated by the Sun begin to oust the artificial and distorted experiences of the everyday. This may feel unsettling if there is a particularly strong attachment to a circumstance that is not in the highest interest of all concerned. This ousting and replacing will be creating and attracting new experiences of true matches, upgraded models, and more occurrences in alignment with higher levels of the self, in conjunction with the lower self. It is not the separate dualistic experience of the old way of lower self versus higher self, ego versus soul, and turn-taking. It's all at once. That is the Tower. Let go of attachments to narratives, scripts, and white whales. Remember, the Tower only feels forceful and shocking because it is a removal and release of that which must go, but may be affixed or attached in such a way that it was in resistance to the natural progression. A gentle release brings a peaceful exchange of eventualities. Higher eventualities. Some stories, recent and not so recent, will be dismantled and concluded without any resolution that appeals to the conditioned ego, and some will be dismantled and dissolved without any resolution at all. Take care when interacting with others who may be struggling to integrate those experiences. If the lower mind begins to feel unstable due to these shifts, take a step back. Command the lower reactive levels. Stop talking. Stop thinking. Stop mystery solving. Align with the higher self. Investigate the new. Don't dissect the old. Connect. The alternative paths being presented this week are better. All beings are being brought back to their through line or connecting theme, course, and trajectory of their spiritual evolution. Depending on your generation, vibration, and level of consciousness, the experience and means by which these experiences take place may vary. This is a gratuitous grace for all. Some are arriving at outcomes through an accelerated boost opportunity. Some are arriving in timelines that were always their through line after extended periods of detours and off-roading. Some are arriving at their through line for the first time since birth in this incarnation. Enjoy it. Take care. Okay, Taurus, now that we know what the incoming wave is all about for this week, let's see how that translates into your experience. Well, the archetypal theme, or what is going on in the background behind all of your experiences this week, we actually have the High Priestess upright. And I'm definitely getting intervention, intercession, as well as redirection coming from what looks like possibly a guardian type of individual, or maybe more than one occurring in more than one space in your life. So with the High Priestess, we do see people coming in as trusted authorities. Now, when I say trusted authorities, they may not be authority figures, but they may be experts. They may be people that you trust to guide you, people that you look up to, you recognize and revere, or possibly people you consider to be, your siblings on sort of a kindred spiritual level. But with the High Priestess upright, the archetypal theme is indicating an alteration to your course. That displacement that we just spoke about is actually being offered to you. I think the High Priestess is the facilitator in your case. Pay attention and stay open-minded to what's being put on the table. Because when we're talking about things like being reunited with our through line, it absolutely does pay to give some attention to where these energies are coming from. Now, the High Priestess ultimately behaves and acts in a way that is much more calm, relaxed, and let's just say, less of an evangelist about whatever circumstance we're talking about. And that's how you're really going to know the difference. Are these energies, are these advisory, types actually working for you or working for themselves? Are they helping you to create something that is in the highest interest of all concerned, or are they looking to possibly serve a personal purpose? The High Priestess is doing this, and there's that key word, gratuitously, as a form of generosity and grace. Pay attention to this person who is helping you to redirect course. Or multiple people. Let's say it's an archetype. Multiple people will be showing up in multiple areas. In fact, as we get on to the news and arrivals, we have the Ten of Wands upright. And it does look like a lot of you Taurus people are most likely going to have a great deal of... I'm actually seeing this as sort of somebody offering you something they can no longer carry. Offering you something they can no longer handle or hold. And the reason I say that is because I'm immediately drawn to the card of the woman who is clearly overburdened, and I'm kind of looking at her other rod. She's not using it as a walking stick in this case. It feels like she is actually handing this away, handing it off her own back. She can no longer hold on to it. It may not be a she who hands it to you, but whatever this person is carrying that they are blessing you with is ultimately going to be perhaps one of those higher outcomes, one of those higher trajectories or course changers that's coming your way. The news and arrivals could indicate here that somebody is bequeathing you with something that you had not necessarily known to look for, or possibly something you did not even think to ask for. But in the name of gratuitous grace, it does look like this is something that you will have as an opportunity. I'm not sure if this is a material object, material resources, or possibly even just a new link, a new job, a new opportunity, or a new adventure. But the Ten of Wands is indicating what a person cannot bear anymore, that they must concede, is actually going to be a treasure and boon for you this week. As we move on to material and business concerns, we have the Two of Wands upright. And it does look like a new foothold is secured, as a new arrangement, a new contract, or possibly even a new handshake, or maybe even, I guess you could say, a new recruitment. Or maybe not a recruitment, but, sort of a new bond is formed here. A new partnership is formed, either with a company, an individual, or a new source of revenue. There's actually some kind of give and take relationship that's building up that promises to generate a fair amount of prosperity, but also with the Two of Wands, elevate your stature, status, and your ability to influence and shape the environment around you. The Two of Wands doesn't just promise a buck. The Two of Wands also promises a place of power, some kind of power that you can use to maybe even move or shift the course of events with greater ease or even less energy than you could in the past. Now, the Two of Wands I'm feeling is, of course, going to be something that requires that you accept the bond you are also creating at the same time. So allow yourself to at least entertain it, please. You always have free will, but it's there. It's presenting. Now, as far as the love and relationships energy is concerned, we have the Queen of Wands upright. And it seems like a fresh take on romance is coming your way. I'm getting a really strong, enthusiastic energy from the Queen of Wands, almost as though there is not only a new fire getting lit, but that fire is burning from new materials. There's a new fuel for the fire, and therefore a different fire altogether. A new type of love, a new kind of love, a new kind of exploration, a new way to maybe enjoy love, a new way to everything when it comes to romance. And with the Queen of Wands, this could absolutely be something that is stimulated or created from a eureka moment, or a moment of genius from a partner, or something that you both conjure up together, or quite possibly, when it comes to those of you who are currently coupled, a new partner, or sorry, not coupled, but those of you who are available, right? Whether you're single or whatever's going on there. With the Queen of Wands upright, there could absolutely be something that is turned on or activated, a new door opened by either a new partner or possibly, yes, somebody that we're seeing that actually helps us to embody our true romantic and even intimate nature. In fact, with the Queen of Wands upright, this is also a sign that something is getting displaced, but it's being displaced. I think it's the fuel that's getting displaced. I think a romantic language, a romantic expression is being displaced with something that is a better form fit for both of you or for all concerned. Somebody new, possibly displacing somebody else. For those of you, yes, that can happen with the Queen of Wands. Or perhaps it's not somebody new, but a new expression from an existing interest or an existing love displaces an old impression of them. Thus, of course, changing the way we relate. But with the Queen of Wands upright, it is far more exciting and far more inspiring. So that is what I've got for you, Taurus people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And again, if you ever wish to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.